Elizabeth Dole from North Carolina would like to name the HIV/AIDS relief bill that's coming through Congress now after Jesse Helms.
Hardly a member of the United States Congress has ever done less to fight AIDS than Jesse Helms. And not just less to fight it, has done more to dismiss the legitimate health nature of it, the fact that this is a health problem and a health story, and has shown as little regard for the health and well-being of people infected with this terrible disease.
Well, let me give you some quotes so you get a sense of it. Jesse Helms is the man who in 1987 described AIDS prevention literature as so obscene, so revolting, I may throw up.
I hope he did.
This is the literature trying to stop AIDS. They're going to name an AIDS relief bill after him. Jesse Helms also in 1988 vigorously opposed the Kennedy-Hatch AIDS research bill, saying, quote, there is not one single case of AIDS in this country that cannot be traced in origin to sodomy.
Right, except for all the ones that can. So what I like about that is the twofold nature of it. The incredible ignorance of a senior member of the United States Senate about a health crisis. I mean, that was a health crisis. He's a bad guy. He's a bad guy, and it was hard when he died because he's a bad dude, and I didn't really feel bad. But so that's a legitimate health crisis, and then to be both ignorant about it, and then but I don't mean to suggest that the ones who got it via sodomy, well, they deserved it.
Yeah.
So it's both crass and ignorant.
Well, in 1995, he followed that up when he was opposing the Ryan White Act, which was, again, to bring some...
What act of sodomy was Ryan White involved in? I forget.
By the way, if you don't remember Ryan White, he was a young little boy who got a blood transfusion and got AIDS because of it, and totally...
And apparently committed sodomy.
Yeah, and totally unmoved by the facts, as Jesse Helms usually was. He still thought that AIDS had to do with sodomy and opposed the Ryan White Act and didn't want to spend any money in fighting AIDS. And so he said, look, I want to spend less on people with AIDS because they got sick due to their, quote, deliberate, disgusting, revolting conduct. Like Ryan White getting sick and getting a blood transfusion.
Revolting.
And finally, in 2002, he finally changed his mind about AIDS funding for Africa when he found out that some people there were not having acts of sodomy and getting AIDS anyway. Apparently, he was probably blown away by that, but not for American
I'm
gays.
surprised he backed off his stance that it was still not originally being able to be traced to an act of sodomy.
Yeah, and if you didn't commit sodomy at all, well, somebody before you did,
right?
You know, that passed it on.
By the way, I'm sure that's how he dismissed Ryan White.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But he never let it go for American gays. He
Arthur
said,
Ashe, by the way.
Homosexuality, quote, is the primary cause of doubling and redoubling of AIDS cases in the United States, and he was never in favor of funding relief for it or prevention for it. So now the Republicans take this guy, the absolute worst guy on the issue of AIDS and funding of health care prevention and relief for AIDS, and want to name the AIDS relief bill after him. I mean, just think about that for a second. Think about how loathsome that is. I don't know if it's hypocrisy. I don't know if it's...
It's like naming the Civil Rights Bill after Bull Connor.
Or David Duke, or...
It's like naming a peace bill after George Bush.
It's madness. It's unbelievable. And...
It'd be like naming an oral sex ban after Bill Clinton. I can keep going.
Do you think Liddy Dole thought, AIDS relief, I'll rub it in their face and I'll name it after Jesse Helms? Or she was like, oh, I didn't realize Jesse Helms was a despicable, racist, bigoted guy who fought AIDS relief his whole life. Could she be that clueless? I
think it's in between. I think it's cluelessness. I don't think it's the rubbing in the face. I don't know, and I could be persuaded otherwise by someone who knows her. But that it's more likely to be, oh, well, he, at the end of his career, thought it was important to fund AIDS relief and prevention in Africa, and I want to honor him for that. And the other stuff, she's just not interested in, doesn't care, unaware of it.
How is that not the Joker?
The original Joker, the Batman TV series Joker, Cesar Romero, man, the cheekbones are really perfect.
And the way that she's got the makeup on
and the
there.
Lips and the...
I mean, I thought Heath Ledger, it looks like, has done an unbelievable job in the next Batman movie as Joker. the only one that could rival him is Elizabeth Dole. I mean, she is scaring me in that picture. She looks like she's going to do something diabolical.
It looks like it's a shot from Meet the Press, doesn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, it does look like it. Yeah. And she looks like she's saying, Batman, if you don't do what I tell you, I'm going to gas the whole city! And in fact, ironically, or interestingly, she is doing something diabolical.
Yes, of course, it turns out, yeah.